So we can easily target the teams which play against the orange color teams. I have 4 free transfers. This game week, I believe that he is one of the captaincy shouts also. Hey guys, welcome back to another video from the Football Herd. Hope you're doing wonderfully well. So this is a weekly team selection video that we do each game week. And in this one, I'll be talking about the teams to target, then the best transfer possibilities that I have, and then my team selection along with the captaincy metrics. And at the end of the video, I'll be also showing you guys the best wildcard draft that's possible. So without delaying any further, let's get started. We have the expected goals conceded plotted for each team for the first 5 game weeks. The orange ones have been conceding most number of chances. So we can easily target the teams which play against the orange color teams, since they have been the most susceptible to conceding goals in the first 5 games. Now teams like Ipswich, who have 11.1 XGC, then Everton, Brentford, West Ham, Southampton, Newcastle, Leicester, all of them have conceded a lot of chances, so their expected goals conceded is pretty high, as you can see. So the fixtures that I would like to target will be the City versus Newcastle game, because Newcastle haven't looked that much good at the back, and City can definitely capitalize on it. Then the Arsenal versus Leicester game, which is also a very lucrative fixture for the likes of Kai Havertz, then Saka, and then also Saliba, then Gabriel. Then the next fixture would be the Brentford versus West Ham. Then both of these teams are pretty susceptible to conceding a lot of goals. So the likes of Mbuemo should shine from Brentford. Then the next fixture would be Ipswich versus Villa. Now this should be a goal feast for Villa, because Ipswich are the highest team who have conceded the most number of chances, and also just like I mentioned that it's 11.1 expected goals conceded in just 5 games. So greater than 2 goals, they are easy to concede each game week. And last but not the least, it's the Bournemouth versus Southampton game. Now the likes of Semenyo, Evanilson can wreak havoc in this game against Southampton, because they are also quite shaky at the back. As you can see that they are the 4th bottom in this chart. So these are the 5 fixtures that I would like to target in game week 6. 5, my team fetched 66 points and my current rank stands at 157k, I feel, which is amazing. Considering that it's just only 5 game weeks and I will not have to play catch up, I can build on this rank. So in goal, Flecken gave me 3 points. He made crucial 6 saves, which contributed to this tally. Then Robinson was disappointing with another 2-pointer, but I'll be keeping close tabs on him. Then Trent with an assist and clean sheet gave 11 points, which is amazing, and I believe that he's just getting started. Then Howard Billy's came on for Rico Lewis, and boy, it was so unfortunate to see Southampton clean sheet wipe out in the last minute of the game. He would have given us 6 points, but he has only given a couple. Now coming to the midfield, all of the midfielders returned except Jota, who did not feature. Now Emil Smith-Rowe with another goal and 8 points, and our main man Rogers with a couple of assists, which fetched us a 10-pointer. I'm talking about Rogers as the main man because he was on the brink of getting axed from my team after a very disappointing 4 game weeks with only 2 points each. Now coming to Salah assisted, and he could have done more in my opinion, but I will take that. And Cole Palmer was also someone who was subbed off early, but he contributed to a goal. So that is something which we have to keep close tabs on, because if Cole Palmer is not getting the entirety of the 90, then it's no point investing in such an asset, in my opinion. Haaland with another goal and a 9-pointer against tough opposition of Arsenal, and João Pedro with 1-pointer. I believe that he is not nailed in my team, and he is someone that I will be looking to transfer out, considering that he might not be fit, although I have not made that change as yet, because I'll be waiting for the final news before the deadline. Now let's look at the transfer possibilities for game week 6. Even though I do not have the wild card, but I have 4 free transfers and I'm looking to make all 4 of them. So the first option being that I'll bring in Stewart instead of Visa to free up a lot of funds. Then I'll move Lewis to Gabriel, then Jota to Mbeumo, then Pedro to Wood, and Palmer to Saka. Now, personally, I'm not considering any Chelsea attacker even after a convincing win, because I don't feel that any of the players are close to 90 minutes nailed, just like I was mentioning previously. And I have also another option which I would like to show. That is the second option, that is Wissa to Stewart, then Luis to Gabriel, then Jota to Mbeumo, then João Pedro to Havertz, and Salah to Saka. So the main crucial factor here being that the most pivotal decision for this game week for me would be whether to stick with Salah and Wood versus Palmer and Havertz. Now this is a very tricky decision in my opinion, because the expected ownership of Salah is skyrocketing, but the upside with Palmer is huge. And also considering that they are very two easy games for Arsenal, Kai Havertz is also someone whom I'm looking to bring in, because Wood is someone who will not give you a haul, but Havertz has that haul potential because of the team he's playing, and also that Arsenal are playing wonderful football, and so it's a very tricky decision. But probably I am leaning more towards having Salah and sticking with João Pedro than going for Palmer and Havertz. Starting off with the goalkeeper, Flecken faces West Ham at home. Now he has made 28 crucial saves this season already, showcasing his shot-stopping ability. And in my opinion, he's the best 4.5 million goalkeeper in the game. Now, after an optimistic performance in the last game week, I believe that he's completely nailed in my team. So he is my goalkeeper. Now, coming to the defense, the first player that I'd like to talk about is Gabriel, whom I have brought in this game week. Now, Gabriel will be taking on Leicester at home, and he already averages 7.2 points per match with around 20% ownership. And Arsenal also have a very low expected goals conceded, and they've looked very compact at the back. Just I was speaking very highly of the Arsenal defense when I was speaking in the teams to target. And then Gabriel also has been a threat in attack, scoring those towering headers in back-to-back games. So which is clearly also evident in the graphic that you can see. Now the next player that I would like to talk about is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now Trent faces Wolves away side, and he's currently sitting on 6.4 points per match with 33% ownership. And Liverpool also boasts of a very low expected goals conceded, just like I was mentioning. And Trent has been fantastic, leading the pack in expected goals involvement among defenders with his occasional forays into the midfield. Now it's only a matter of time before he really starts to haul, in my opinion. Now the third defender that I have is Robinson. Now Robinson plays a tricky Nottingham Forest side in an away fixture, and he's already averaging 3.4 points per match with 16% ownership. And Robinson is someone who is very much fundamental in Fulham's attack, now going down the left wing. But I believe that we cannot expect him to deliver any attacking returns, considering that Nottingham Forest are a very robust side and very defensively compact. But I believe that this game week should be a one which Fulham can keep a clean sheet. So I'm quite hopeful of a Fulham clean sheet. Now coming to my midfield, the first midfielder that I like to talk about is Emil Smith-Rowe. Now he is also facing Nottingham Forest side, and he has already averaged 6 points per match and had a fantastic start to the tally. And he has already scored 2 goals and 1 assist in the first 5 fixtures. Now he's looked very sharp and clinical, and which makes him a very strong pick in his price bracket and a very cheap enabler. Now the next player is the Egyptian king, that's Mohamed Salah, and Liverpool face a Wolves away side, and I believe that he is a very important player for me in this game week, because I was on the brink of selling Mohamed Salah for Bukayo Saka, but I am sticking to Salah because of 2 key reasons. One being that he is well rested and he's a confirmed starter, and he's not one of those players whom we are seeing getting axed early, and he's playing the full 90, and which translates to the second highest expected goals involvement among midfielders, only after Maddison. Then also another factor that Wolves have Ait Nouri as their left back, and Ait Nouri is someone who loves to overlap, leaving gaps at the back, and I believe that Salah is someone who can definitely capitalize on this. And the last game week we did not see him score big, but this game week I believe that he is one of the captaincy shouts also. Now coming to the next midfielder, that's Rodgers. Now, Rogers has the easiest game, in my opinion, amongst all the five games that he has had. That is, they play Ipswich away. Now, we have already seen that Ipswich are very much adventurous when they are playing at home, and which will only make them vulnerable at the back. And that also resonates with the fact that they have the highest expected goals conceded. And Rogers is finally picking up form after we have seen him squander a lot of chances and Watkins miss a lot of assists and goals, which were completely in the first 4 game weeks, where he only scored 2 points each. But in game week 5, he had a 10-pointer with a couple of assists, and I believe that he's someone who is very important for this game week in my team. Now coming to the next player, that's Mbeumo. Now Mbeumo is someone whom I have brought in for this game week and who faces a West Ham side at home. And I believe that Mbeumo is very much pivotal to the lineup of Brentford. And Wisa's absence is something which will not only push Mbeumo more further forward, but also I believe that it will make his performance more important. And he is so much involved in everything that Brentford is doing. And I believe that if you are not looking to bring in any Brentford asset, then you're missing out. Now, I had a very tough call in dropping Diogo Jota. I just dropped him just before he scored a brace midweek. But I have gone with Mbeumo instead of Jota as my fourth midfielder. Now, coming to the fifth midfielder, that's none other than Bukayo Saka. Now, Saka is someone whom I was looking to have since the past 3-4 game weeks, but I was not able to fit him in because I already had Cole Palmer. But now game week 6 is such a pivotal time and the fixtures swing. So I had to bring in a couple of Arsenal assets, and Saka is the most important Arsenal asset in my opinion. And he has already had 5 assists and 1 goal to his name with nearly 3 expected goals involvement. Now he's been chipping away with returns every game week, and I believe that the attacking prowess that he possesses by putting in those dangerous balls from the right wing, then the corners, and we have the likes of Gabriel and Saliba attacking them, which only increases his whole potential. And just one very important factor about Bukayo Saka is he is completely nailed in the Arsenal lineup. He's not a Trossard or a Martinelli who might be dropped. That only enhances his potential, and he completes my midfield for game week 6. Now coming to the forwards, the first forward that I have is João Pedro. Now just like I was speaking about João Pedro, that he has a Chelsea away game and he's a very much injury scare. Now Haaland completes my team. Now the robot has already scored 10 goals in 5 games, amassing 63 points, and who faces a Newcastle away game, and Newcastle have been very leaky at the back, and I believe that they will succumb to the likes of City this time round, and he also possesses a very strong captaincy shout. And in my bench, I have basically 3 bench fodders. Who out of them, Howard Billies and Nedeljkovic are the defenders, and I believe that the Bournemouth away fixture could be a good game for Southampton also. And though I'm not expecting a clean sheet, but if João Pedro does not start and do not bring in another attacker, Howard Billies will be the one to replace. And Valdimarsson, Stewart and Nedeljkovic complete my bench. Now when we talk about the captaincy contenders, I have narrowed it down to Salah, Haaland and Saka. Now as you can see the stats, that if we are taking into consideration the stats, then Haaland leads the line without any speck of doubt. He has already overperformed hugely, because he was only expected to score around 40 points, but he has already scored 63 points. And that big chances that he's getting is criminal in my opinion. And so based on that, Erling Haaland appears to be the best captaincy choice for the upcoming match in FPL, with an impressive 10 big chances, that just like I was mentioning. But on top of that, moreover, his opponent that we have has an expected goals conceded of 8.5, right? While Salah and Saka also present strong cases with their respective contributions, but Haaland's combination of high expected goals and weakness of the opposing defense, I believe, makes him a standout captaincy option. But we also looking at people who will be captaining Saka, Mbeumo or Palmer also. But I will be sticking with Haaland because he's a safer bet in my opinion. Now, if you're yet to finalize the wildcard team for Game Week 6, you can take a look at this video for more information, where I have placed a very good couple of drafts, which will give you enough information for playing the wildcard. Thank you so much if you watched till the end. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to my channel. That will mean a lot to me. And if you have any questions, please do drop them below. I'll be very happy to answer them for you. And I'll be posting the final team in my Twitter before the deadline of Game Week 6. So all the best for Game Week 6, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.